Hello, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today we're going to look at a beer from one of my favorite breweries in Japan, and that is Kyoto Brewing Company. I've reviewed a lot of beers from them. I think I've probably tasted maybe 1/2 to 3/4 of all the beers that they've produced, and they produce a lot. And Kyoto Brewing Company was founded in 2015, and it was founded by 3 foreign residents of the city. One was an American, another a Canadian, and a Welshman. And the American was actually resident in Kyoto. The other 2 were based in Tokyo and eventually moved down when they started the brewery in Kyoto. Kyoto is the ancient capital of Japan. You probably know that, and it's a beautiful city, and it's very heavily touristed these days. Kyoto Brewing is located in the Minami district of Kyoto, which is just south of Kyoto Station. You can get there in a taxi pretty quickly. In fact, you can even walk there probably 20-30 minutes or so. And in 2015, that first year, they were voted the best new brewery in Japan by Bier Best Selection, and in 2019, the best brewery in all of Japan by Bier Best also. They do have a tap room, and it's open only on weekends, so you can only go there Friday, Saturday, Sunday afternoons. But in the tap room, you can sample. I think they have up to 8 taps, and they also have coolers full of beers that you can buy to take out only. So the American brewer, he studied in the U.S. and he did an internship at Lost Abbey in California, and then worked at Shiga Kogen Brewery, which is one of the finest Japanese breweries. And that was before they established. He was a home brewer too, as well, and that's when I met him. He would meet, we had a regular beer tasting group, and he would meet with us, and we would sample his home brew and give him our opinions on it. He was an excellent home brewer, and he became an excellent brewer. He left Kyoto Brewing at the end of 2023, and they hired a new head brewer whose name is James Fox, and he arrived in, I think, May of 2024. And what they have, they're at their 10th year now, and they've kind of done a reevaluation of who they are, what they are, and what they hope to become. And it's called Kyoto Brewing version 2.0. And James Fox is a brewer, brings a kind of I think, a different skill set to brewing than Chris had. And so they're putting out lots of different types of beers, including the beers that I'm going to look at today. I'm going to look at a series of 3 beers, which are called their Goketsu series, and I'll talk a little bit about that in the beginning of each review. So Kyoto Brewing is definitely a place you want to visit, and I think you should, if you're a beer geek, that's definitely one of the places you want to visit if you come to Kyoto. So, okay, well, let's get to the beer. And here is another beer from Kyoto Brewing Company, and this one is Kyoto Brewing Goketsu Super Sauvin, and it is, again, part of their Goketsu series and part of their KBC, Kyoto Brewing Company 2.0 series, and they are really trying to change things up, I think, in this series here. This is what's called a DDH Oat Cream IPA. DDH, of course, means double dry hopped, and they have the Sauvin name over here. And so it's the second one in the series of 3, and I have reviews of all 3 of them. You can check those out, Goketsu series. And this one uses Nelson Sauvin, which they were in New Zealand sourcing out hops, and they ordered Nelson Sauvin hops, which are quite famous for giving a kind of white wine or white grape sort of note to the beer, but it's blended with Phantasm, and Phantasm is a kind of powdered grape juice compound, which when combined with hops really brings out the characteristics of that hops, kind of accentuates them. And very quickly, the malt bill for this one is Golden Promise and Maris Otter. Some additional ingredients include lactose and, of course, oats. The yeast is thiolized yeast, and which brings out, again, the hop characteristics, allows the hop characteristics to really shine. This one is 6% alcohol by volume, 30 international bittering units. And this one cost 770 yen. Actually, this was a gift from Al. If you watch some of my other videos, I do joint videos with Al in Japan, and he provided all three Goketsu beers. 770 yen, and that would be $5.11 in US dollar terms, and in euros, €4, 93 cents. So, looking forward to try this one. The style is technically a hazy IPA. So it seems like they're, in this series, they're kind of, I think in another video I described it as old school going back to school. So old school styles, and I guess we could consider hazy IPAs now kind of old school. But they're going, taking it to a different level. So certainly very hazy, kind of apple or pineapple juice, unfiltered color. Light does not really go through very much. Cannot see the carbonation, but what can we? Let's see. No, I guess not. And about a half a finger of head, which is dissipated very quickly. Let's give it a go. Oh my, yeah. Very Nelson Sauvin. People often describe this as kind of cat pissy. And if you have a cat, you know what that probably is. I do. I have 2 cats, in fact. Super Sauvin. I have to say that. It really is. Really comes out. So the malt bill is, malt characteristics are kind of hidden by the extreme hops here. The phantasm-infused Nelson Sauvin hops are blended. Okay, definitely hazy. It has the strong Nelson component with the kind of light white wine, but a lot of tropical fruit in here too. Very definitely pineapple comes out. Some grapefruit maybe. Wow. They really filled this one up with the hops for sure. Kind of like orange juice too. Wow. Okay, so I do like IPAs. I like hazies when they're well made. This one seems to be going a little bit too far, I think, in the hop direction. It's interesting. I'm glad they did it and tried it. Oats. Well, I guess the oats and the lactose just kind of provide the hazy characteristics. It does a little bit, tiny bit of creaminess in the finish. Almost some astringency. Yeah, very strong citrus character and tropical fruit character. Interesting. Not quite my thing, but I know they're trying all kinds of different new things now with their new brewer, the Kyoto Brewing Company 2.0 attitude. They really are kind of breaking out and trying all sorts of new, interesting things. Go on the website and see, all the series that they have. They have a bilingual website. You can check it out in English or in Japanese, and yeah, give it a go. Here is, again, Kyoto Brewing Goketsu Super Sauvin Double Dry Hopped Oat Cream IPA, 6%, 30 IBUs, an interesting hazy. Yeah, go give it a try if you happen to see it. Okay, that is it for today, and I'm going to wrap up this series of Kyoto Brewing Goketsu series. You can watch the other 2 if you'd like, and please do take care. Stay healthy. Bye-bye.